All right, first graders, the book we are going to read for shared reading this week is called I'm Excited to Learn About Frogs by Ruby Jane Ortiz. And this is a nonfiction book. We have done so much work with nonfiction books this year, so you guys should know what to expect. You know, nonfiction text features, things that we've learned like a table of contents and diagrams and captions and all of that good stuff. Okay, I want you to keep your eyes and ears open as I'm reading this story and think about those things that we have learned. All right, as you know, on the cover, we need a title. I'm excited to learn about frogs. The author, Ruby Jane Ortiz. And then it looks to me like there is a photograph of a frog on this cover. It does not look like an author drew or painted that. All right, so before I read this story to you, when this video ends, you are going to tell me some things that you already know about frogs and some things that you're wondering about frogs. So you have two choices right now. This is uploaded on Seesaw for you. If you want to get in on Seesaw and fill in your answers on there, you may do that. I understand that sometimes typing things into Seesaw is a little bit harder than just writing it down. So if you would rather get your journal or a blank piece of paper and make these three little columns, just like that. Make three little columns, and then at the top, write what I know, what I wonder, and what I learned. Okay, you don't even have to write that. You could just write a K at the top, a W at the top, and an L at the top. Okay, and then before we read this story, I want you to tell me, what do you already know about frogs? This means you need to activate your schema. Remember, our schemas are everything we have ever learned about or seen in real life, right? What do you already know about frogs? Have you seen one at the zoo? Maybe you saw one at the aquarium. I can think of a couple of friends in our classroom who have probably caught a frog before. All right, so in this column, tell me, what do you know about them? Do you know what they look like? Where to find them? Do they make sounds? Tell me what you know. Okay, try to shoot for maybe three things at least that you already know about frogs. In this column, you're going to tell me, what do you wonder about frogs? What questions do you have? Is there anything about frogs that you don't know that you're wondering? Okay, and for now, you are going to leave this column blank. It says what I learned. And we haven't learned about frogs yet, so you are going to leave that part blank. And after we read the story, you will go back and fill that column in. All right, so think in your brains, what do you know about frogs and what do you wonder about them? You have your choices. You may log into Seesaw and type in your answers or write them in. Or if you just want to write this on a page in front of you, you can do that as well. Okay?